Often tragedy strikes when we least expect it. Sometimes there is no warning. In a split second, someone's world can be turned upside down. In a building on 7 Clayton Street, this is exactly what happened. In 1967, the building was known as Walter Briggs Smith Building, or the Capitol Plaza. It was an apartment building, but the rooftop was a home to an upscale restaurant called Dale's Penthouse Restaurant. The view from the restaurant was amazing. The walls were made of glass, so guests had a 360 view of all of Montgomery. Anyone who ate there. Usually the place was full of fun and laughter. But that wasn't the case on February 7th, 1967. That night, Jesse Williams, who was a young cook there, noticed a small fire had started in the cloakroom. A co-worker was attempting to put out the flames, and Jesse went for the fire extinguisher. By the time he got it, however, it was too late. The fire was already out of control. Jesse took charge and directed guests to the elevator. In doing this, he led nearly 26 people out. The fire department was called, but by the time they got there, the roof was completely engulfed in flames. They discovered a serious problem. The ladders on the truck were not long enough to reach the building's rooftop. The problems didn't end there either. That day in February, it was 28 degrees in Montgomery, Alabama. When the firemen attempted to douse the flames, the water would freeze before it even reached the top. There was no way to save the people in the restaurant. Fire Captain William McCord stated that it was the night that he would never forget. Eventually, the flames were put out and the firemen went to recover the bodies. 26 lives were lost that horrible day. Many bodies were burned too badly, making identification all but impossible. The firemen had to dig through the rubble to find bodies. They found some huddled together, trying to protect themselves from the fire. Thankfully, the fire was contained to the roof, and the remaining apartments suffered minimal damage. Today, reports of ghostly activities rack up. Dark, shadowy mists appear on the upper floors that used to be Dale's Penthouse Restaurant. The ghosts don't seem to understand that they shouldn't be there, and they usually leave the residents alone. However, turning a corner and seeing a ghost walk through a wall is enough to scare anyone. Often, people report hearing cries of a woman pleading for someone to help.